horse-drawn wagon. Wow, pretty. Mountains in the distance. I heard IPAs don't damage the liver. No, okay, so everything in moderation, right, WikiBits? IPAs, as long as drunk in moderation, will strengthen your liver. Keeps it strong, like challenging your immune system, keeps it rebuilding itself, you know? It's good stuff. You just can't be sucking down, you know, 12 IPAs a night every night. But I think I have about like 3 or 4 every week or so. It's probably a good amount. You know what song I currently have stuck in my head too is she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. And that's the only words I know to that song. But it feels apt on this windy mountain road, just saying. She'll be coming around the mountain, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Hey, Prison Moment. Have you ever walked completely drunk? Are you talking about on this trip or in general? Because the answer to both is yes. And not far and safely for sure. And I was not wasted or anything like that, but I was definitely above the legal limit for driving for sure. But I still did it safely. That'll be fun. Be careful in traffic. Yeah, on this trip. Yeah. One time. And I swear it was not my fault. I was bamboozled. Apparently, UK recommendations 14 units of alcohol a week. I call that Monday. It was in Colorado. It was in Los Animas, and they bamboozled me. Present moment. I went in. I ordered one drink. It was like $2.50, which was super cheap. And I was like, oh hell yeah! So I handed her like 4 ones, and I was like, keep the change. I'm a high roller. You can have that tip, you know. $1.50. That's all yours, baby. Anyway, I was like, you know what? That was good. That was cheap. I'll take a second one. So she gives a second one. She goes, all right, that'll be about $2.50. And I go, okay. Well, I don't have any more cash, so here's my card. So I give her my card, and she's like, oh, we can't take this unless you have a $10 minimum. And I was like, okay, let's do this. So I then had to drink enough beer at $2.50 a beer to get up to $10. So by the time I had left, I was at like 5 or 6 beers. And I had to walk another couple miles to finish up the day and find a camping spot. So that's what happened. Let's walk drunk. Lol, that's my excuse. I swear, officer. My boozle was well and truly banned. It was though. It was me. First of all, they didn't have any signs anywhere posting a $10 minimum for card use. Nothing like that. Nothing that said it was going to happen. There was no warning, and she just hit me with that. So, bamboozled. And the only thing, I will say, the only thing that changed or interfered with that night is the sleeping spot that I chose was a lot grassier than I would normally choose. I just apparently didn't care that there was a giant patch of grass there, and I just threw the footprint down and threw the tent down on top of it and got in there and called it a night. It was super comfortable in the morning because I was just sleeping on a bed of grass. But normally I don't like doing that because who knows what's in the grass, snakes or bugs or whatever. So that was the only true difference. I fell in that same trap in the US, call in for 01, but for a tab there's a minimum spend, so 2 turns into 5. It was, I was bamboozled, but I was bamboozled. I was wholly and fully schmeckeldorfed. I stand by it. But you better believe I'm not making that mistake again. Also, where can you find beer as cheap as $2.50 a draft? Like, come on, that was incredible. We could have bought other people drinks, but I admire your dedication. So here's the thing about the bar I went to at 3 o'clock on a Wednesday in Los Animas. There were no other people. I was the only one in there. Oh, God. Oh. That sounds pretty fun. The scenery is really nice. Just a moment. It's beautiful out here, man. I love Colorado. It is really, really amazing place. Whew. The times that I can drink are strictly defined by when I'm passing through a town. The U campground is 9 miles ahead. If you're interested, it's a half-mile past the junction at Highway 151. I might be Bristol, Matthew. I might be. We'll see. Sometimes those campgrounds make you pay. And if I can find a place to tent up for free, I might just take that. There's quite a few places across the Midwest with cheap beer. Many BFWs are cheap, as there many places pay no alcohol taxes. That must have been it. I don't know why they would pay no alcohol taxes. So that wasn't on like a reservation or anything, but it was pretty good. Can't wait to go uphill again. Hey, I can though, Ziggy. Could have bought a few beers to pay it forward. Like the bartender will give a free beer to the next person who walks in. You don't necessarily need to be there. That's true, possible. Although every time I've done that in the past, and I always leave with this mistrusting feeling that they just kind of like pocketed the cash and then never actually gave anyone a beer, if that makes sense. It makes me feel dirty. I don't know. I've also never done it with beer. I've done it with fast food though. Like at the drive-in, you give them a huge bill and you're like, all right, get the next couple of people as well. And you leave and you're like, did they actually get the next couple of people, or did they just put that $20 in their pocket and call it a day? Yeah, but they come on them, not on you. You did your part. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair-ish enough. Whew.